Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Ready Set podcast. My name is Ricky.
My name's Angus.
I'm Derek.
Thank you again, Giselle, for joining us on today's episode.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Have you ever dated somebody that was taller than you, Angus?
Yeah, I have.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought it was a big deal, but okay, maybe it was a big deal in the beginning, but something I realized that, it's just my insecurity. I'm like, if something is so great, like let's say the vibe is great, everything's just amazing, and it's just the height. Yeah, connection is there, like humor is there, but it's just the height. I feel it's quite silly to just have this one thing and be like, hey, it's not gonna work out because of the height. I know in society now, men is supposed to be taller, like ideal, right?
Especially the Western society.
Yeah, it's men is supposed to be taller, and like if you look at wedding photos, the guy's always taller, right? It's just and especially in commercials and everything.
That's because they're sitting or standing on milk crates, right? In the photos, you never show their feet.
They never. But but it's so common to see even commercials a guy's that's taller.
Yeah.
Than the female.
Media portrayal of like 6 foot plus tall men, right?
Yeah. But I tried it and it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I would definitely recommend it.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna start only looking for girls taller than me.
But the thing is that I would say sometimes it would. I find it hot when the person's taller. Yeah, I throw it out there. I think it's attractive.
Okay. Why?
But like, because I don't know. That's something I have to think about.
Is it like a? Oh yeah. Is it like a power dynamic?
It might be a power dynamic thing. I think so. Maybe. But then, like, let's say if they wear like 5-inch heels, right, and they're like really tall, then maybe it'll make me feel
on top of being tall already.
Yeah, like on top of that, then it might make. So far, it hasn't made me feel insecure, but thoughts of like, let's say we take a picture or wedding photos, right? I think that's something I have thought about. I'm like, they would have to like lean down and kiss me, and I have to look up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a bit awkward, but that's something I have to deal with, right? Like, it's not worth.
It's a bit of an insecurity kind of thing. Right?
It is an insecurity.
Yeah. Derek, have you ever dated somebody that was taller than you?
No.
Would you?
I mean, I'd be open to give it a try if the opposing person doesn't mind it, right? Because it's a two-way thing, right? It's either if one person minds it, then it never works out.
Yeah.
Both people have to be okay with it in order for that to happen. You see so many like dating profiles that are like, oh, must be taller than me by like at least this much, blah blah blah, right? And so I think a lot of that also is, it's like a preference, right? It's like we're in society today, when you look at it, I can't speak on behalf of the other gender, but yes. So like from what I've garnered from the people, my friends and all that stuff, there's a preference for the girl to be able to rest her head on the guy's shoulder, like comfortably. And so,
or be the little spoon.
Yeah. Or be the little spoon or something that makes them feel safe. Right. And so, so I guess that's where that kind of like height thing kind of comes from. And but then like, I was like, when you were dating somebody that was taller than you, like, they didn't have any issue with it, right? I guess it depends on whether you're standing up or like sitting down or
catching eyes from other people.
So this is the biggest thing, is that for them, they only care if your confidence is not there. Yeah. So if your confidence is there, they don't care, because it doesn't make them feel insecure or they don't feel awkward about it. But if you're feeling like, if you're going out and you're kind of like shy or kind of distance, just coming off that awkward feel, then they're like, wow, this guy's just insecure. Like, confidence is not there. So I think that's the biggest thing that they have told me in their past relationship, when they dated someone shorter
than them.
The confidence wasn't there. It just feels off and it doesn't feel comfortable.
Right. So Giselle, you are how tall are you?
174 centimeters, 5'7".
5'7". Oh damn, that's pretty tall for a girl. So have you ever dated somebody that was shorter than you?
I've never dated someone shorter. I have dated someone that's same height.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it felt natural, normal? Or were there?
I think it's similar. I think personally, I can't speak on behalf of other people too. Personally, I don't really mind it. I think it's kind of, yeah, sometimes if a guy is shorter or same height, maybe they don't feel comfortable standing next to me. For example, the person I dated that's similar height, he doesn't like it when I wear heels. I don't mind it. I don't mind at all, but he just like doesn't like it. He doesn't like walking next to me if I were to wear heels, right? So I that makes me uncomfortable because I wouldn't have a problem with it at all.
It's like restrictive a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's so controlling.
He would be like, oh, he wasn't trying to control me. He just like, I can feel that he was uncomfortable.
Oh,
right? He
so
didn't
he never
tell me.
told you?
Yeah, he never told me don't wear heels. It's just like, he would just seems, yeah, like you said, seems a little shy, that it wasn't as confident. So that's why I'm like, oh, okay. Like he kind of, I think he kind of minded a little bit that he's not like, oh, I'm the man, I can be the protector.
The
or
power,
something.
yeah. Wow. I personally have never dated somebody that was taller than me, but this idea about height difference as an insecurity kind of popped up a curveball question in my mind. It's about income, because I've felt insecure when I've dated somebody that made quite a lot more than me. And I'm wondering, like, have you guys ever dated somebody that like a for you guys, a girl that's made more than you, or were you ever the one that brought the bread home, Giselle?
I don't think I was ever like mainly like the bread maker.
The bread maker?
No,
Okay.
no.
Dude, I would love it if my partner made the more money than I.
Yeah.
I said this to my ex before. Is I was like, hey, if you make more money than I do, I'd be a stay-home dad.
Wow.
I'll cook for you. I'll be like topless. Like I'd come home, I'd clean, take care of the kids.
Angus will put on that maid uniform at home.
Yeah, I'd do whatever you want. But freedom is yours.
But then the impressions of your friends in your circle, or from your partner, her friends finding out that, oh, she makes more than you.
Oh, I don't care.
You don't care about that?
I really don't care because I feel it's between her and I, right? So it's our thing. Why would you care? People have thoughts. People can think whatever they want, but it's our life. They're not gonna tell me how I live. Of course,
after you guys get married, it becomes household income. It doesn't become individual.
Yeah, and like I find it very attractive when the opposite partner like
pays for everything.
No, not that. That's like they're pretty far off in their career. They're ambitious. You know, that's how they're able to make that revenue. For me, that's very attractive. So when I see someone be able to move up the ladder, or even like a CEO, I'm like, wow, that's hot. I'll stay home and make food. But even like taking care of kids is like a full-time job, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and having 2 kids is like 2 full-time jobs. So it's a pretty big thing.
Interesting. There's only one time where I felt really insecure about one of my previous relationships, was when she made a lot more than me. And I didn't think that I would feel insecure about that. I was like, oh, sweet. Then I don't have to work as hard. But then it was an issue with my partner's circle of friends who were all in a similar level. Yeah. And then I felt like, oh, I was being looked down on. And also like, you know, media portrayal of guys should be
breadwinners
and knocking off like these check boxes.
Does she like ever kind of hint or say something that make you feel like, oh, you know, you couldn't buy me this that I want, or anything like that? Or she's pretty neutral or doesn't mind that either?
You know, it was pretty neutral. It was just like things that I noticed. So it was my own insecurity, because I was given gifts for whatever occasions that were quite a lot more. Yeah. And I was only able to afford it like at the time kind of thing. Yeah. And yeah, like she would be able to buy like a much better, higher end quality gift that I wouldn't have had to pay for, you know?
Yeah, like I had that. Yeah. You know, like where she's more well off than I am, but it didn't really bother me. It just bothered me more of how much she spent, right? Because yeah, like I'm not like crazy well off, and her family's pretty well off, so they basically something less, I don't know, like Gucci or whatever,
Yeah.
that's not expensive for them. But for me, I didn't even know what Gucci was until she bought something for me that's Gucci. I'm like, ooh, this looks expensive. So I think it's more of the value that's more important, because I find that when people are more well off, their values are very different.
Yeah.
And it doesn't line up. And that's the biggest thing. Like for me, if you make a lot of money, not a big problem. It's just how you spend it and how you look at life.
Yeah.
Because that really comes down to how you teach the kids too, right? And I don't want my kids to be spoiled, so work at a young age.
How about you?
For me, I wouldn't mind, because like I said, I was like, I'd be glad, like if it works out, it becomes sort of like, when you think about it, it's sort of security for the future. So if she is, for me, if she's comfortable with me making less than her, and I'm okay with it as well, then it's a two-party thing, right? And if, like, I would honestly kind of, if her friends judged you for that, even though you're trying your best, then I would kind of have to say that the partner's friends are a bit questionable.
Not real friends, right? Not real friends.
Big friends.
Yeah, right? Because they're judging you based off social status and like income earning capabilities, rather than like you as an individual, right? Which is probably the reason why your partner actually started dating you in the first place, right? It's not because of your money.
It's your personality. And your height difference. It's the confidence, what you say. Short kings, right? We're all for the short kings.
All for the short kings.
Coming back to that though, I understand like you'd be okay with like you if a guy was shorter than you, but like what's your limitation for like the height difference?
Oh, I think we all have a limit, like how tall they could be.
True. If it's
Or how short.
Because you could say you're okay with dating someone shorter or taller than you, but you're like, everybody has like, okay, that's too tall or that's too short, kind of deal, right? So I guess what would you consider too tall?
4 feet.
Oh, whoa.
That's really short.
That's like dwarfism, isn't it? Wait, is that a word allowed?
I don't know. I'm so scared of saying that.
Like Oompa Loompa height? Wait, is that bad?
Yo, man,
Do you know
that's
Oompa
pretty messed up.
Loompas? It's like, do you know Willy Wonka?
The blue people?
No, aren't they orange?
Are they orange? Oh, that's Smurf. Never mind.
Smurfs. Or Smurf height. You know Smurfs?
Smurfs are like
Okay.
it's really small, dude. They're like as smaller than a mushroom.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. What are those small people?
I think they're smaller.
Like the mini-me's. Like, like Austin
Austin
Powers.
Powers.
Austin Powers?
Oh,
don't
it's
know
like
anything.
it's like a dwarf or goblin.
Yeah.
Oh no, from Harry Potter.
Oh, man. I was like, dude, you can't call them goblins. If what I said did not cancel us, you definitely did.
It went from yours went here, and just slowly you start getting worse and worse.
Yeah. Would you date a goblin person?
Wait, in Harry Potter world or somebody at the height?
Harry Potter, like the goblin, like
Yeah.
Dobby,
Are we
yeah.
talking about
At that
Harry?
height.
The Dobies. Would you date a Dobie?
But actual Dolby or somebody at his height?
Dobie's height.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might
too
be too
short.
extreme. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's like probably maybe 5 feet is the limit for me. And height wise, like
Like what's the tallest you go?
I think it would be like 5, maybe 6 feet.
Yeah, 6 feet.
6 feet would probably, because it's too tall. Like I wouldn't say it's too tall. It's just like you're trying to kiss, but you not. Like
You'll have to climb a fucking tree to get.
like I don't even think tippy toes would work, right? Like tippy toes wouldn't even work. They would have to bend down.
Yeah, that bend down or you'd be like, oh.
Yeah. Like maybe, you know what? Maybe I'm just too insecure. Who knows? But hey, if the personality is like connections there, everything's there, it's just the height. Okay, I'll consider it. I'll give it a try and see how I feel. But I definitely won't be like, oh no, I'm not gonna try. I will try it. Yeah. Do you have one, Ricky?
Yeah, same. Like between 5 feet to 6 feet.
Okay.
I think that's a pretty standard and understandable.
Yeah.
It's pretty rare to find people above the 6 feet mark anyways. Like a little bit. Maybe it's on there, yeah. because it's like that. You'd be reaching that would be like varsity athlete.
Yeah, volleyball player height.
But then I was such a huge thing for like athletes.
Yeah.
So if they're like tall, but they're just so athletic, I'm like, oh my God. I'm so confused. Like the height, but wow.
And you're like, damn, they're so toned. They're so muscular. You're like,
they're in the Olympics. Like, wow. Oh my God.
Wow.
but then you're like, oh my gosh, they're so tall.
And then they pick me up and I'm like, oh, what is this feeling?
I like it. Giselle, what's your height range for a partner?
I think preferably not lower than my shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know how tall this is, but
Yeah.
somewhere lower than that, maybe a little bit. Yeah. Tall wise, I don't know. Like if it's too tall, it's kind of awkward, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny you talked about the Olympic athlete stuff because so there's one time I was on the bus home and there were these two university varsity athlete girls, right? Because they had the shirts and then they were actually really tall too. And so they were sitting down in the seats and they were actually discussing that. And they're like, yo, I can't find any guys that are like that I'm attracted to that are like
Tall.
I think she said it was above 6'3", so she must have been like 6 feet at least. Like 6 foot to 6 foot.
That
Eavesdropping.
makes
I
sense.
like it, Derek.
Hey, they were talking very loudly.
That makes sense. Like once you get that height, like you're
It's harder.
Yeah, it's harder, right? And more people find you intimidating, right?
Yeah.
If you're tall.
Slim pickings, I guess that they had. So I thought it was a very interesting point that they made. They're like, oh, I'm like, oh, I guess they never really considered like dating someone shorter than them.
Yeah.
You should have introduced them to the life of Derek and the confidence that you have.
Like, huh.
My confidence is so high right now, just like your height.
It's like, want to go out? They're like, no. Oh, okay. It went all the way down now.
Oh man, yeah, I think confidence is the biggest thing. So for all people who are like short out there, or you want to go for someone that's taller, have that confidence. Maybe you'll find someone that's suitable for you.
Yeah, but I think a lot of the times when you have that confidence, it's like it's always a great thing to have regardless. But dating somebody, it's always a two-way street. So you have to find somebody who's very okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if you're okay to date someone shorter, but maybe they're not looking for anyone taller. Yeah.
Yeah. Then like even if you're attracted to them, there's no point.
I have heard people say that, like from a guy, that if a girl is taller than him, it's a deal breaker. Like he would not date anybody.
Really?
I can see that too. Yeah, it's our insecurities.
It's same thing with the money. Like it's also sometimes a deal breaker for a guy maybe if his partner makes more money, something like that. Yeah.
Like, would you say you still have that kind of insecurity?
No, I think I lost it. I've shedded out of that and I've grown.
Yeah.
But it definitely took time.
But the friends didn't help. Like her friends, you said, like, is it the pressure they gave you or you gave yourself?
I think it was a little bit of both.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think sometimes it comes with lifestyles. Like you said, like spending habit or lifestyles. If somebody it's not about money. Maybe their lifestyle is that like they enjoy going out every day, go to expensive bars and they just enjoy doing that. But you cannot match their style. So they either have to compromise by not going there as often, which might make you feel like you're limiting them.
Yeah.
Right.
Or you have to spend a lot of money try to
Keep up with the Jones.
which is very hard as well, right? So
Is that something you would try again?
What, dating somebody that makes more than me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really? Oh. And you stay home. You stay home.
Yeah. Ricky's joining us in the maid costume business,
First day, you're like, got my maid. I'll cook you food. And like, don't worry.
But I think it's always like people want to keep up with the Joneses, right? Like as you said, like if your partner is exclusively eating at like 5-star restaurants, their circle of friends all drive like Maybachs and Rolls Royces and Lambos and whatever.
Yeah.
And there you are with like a as Honda, right? It feels a little bit intimidating showing up to a gathering like that.
Yeah, where everyone's wearing like main brands,
Right.
and
You're wearing a knockoff.
yeah, or even just like a basic like Kirkland shirt.
Oh,
Hey, yo, I love Kirkland.
Hey.
I love
good quality
Kirkland.
stuff.
It's a Costco,
Costco.
brand.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love Costco. So,
Or if you wore like a no frills shirt.
do they have no frill
Oh,
shirt?
I'm gonna look for it.
a shirt to wear or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a social setting usually that creates the tension. Yeah, but so far I don't think I've experienced that ever. Yeah, I don't think so, because I kind of steer away from those.
Yeah.
Like my close friends, like us, we're kind of around the same. We don't judge anyways, too. So everyone has a different background. We're just don't even look at that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I never had a situation where I make like a lot more money than somebody, but let's say if I may have a bad spending habit, like I like going out to eat because I'm too lazy. So if I feel like I want to go out and eat, and if let's say I'm dating somebody they would have preferred or they would have rather not spend the money, I would just pay for it, because I'm like, if it wasn't for me, they wouldn't have spent this money. They've only doing this to make me happy. So if I really want to go out to eat one day, then I'll pay for the food, because that was my idea.
Right.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Yeah. I've experienced that.
Yeah.
Those are good friends. We're about the good friends.
Here we go with another segment where we'll end our episode off with a couple red Thai chili peppers. You got a choice. You get to answer a spicy question, or you eat a spicier pepper.
All right, so we get to pick a number out of 1 to 50. Just don't pick the same ones we picked last time. And I picked 25, so don't pick that one. Unless you want to share it to the world.
Volunteer.
25, you say? Well, I will pick the number 25. Okay. So, Derek, pick a number.
Oh, okay. 30?
30. Okay, that would be, what's the weirdest thing you've ever done in front of the mirror?
Oh, I don't know if it's
Weirdest thing.
I don't know if it's the
You
weirdest
have to
thing.
speak the truth.
It's the Bloody Mary thingy.
That's not
That's
weird.
not weird.
That's scary.
What is it?
Yeah.
It's like when you go in front of a mirror and you close all the lights and then you say Bloody Mary 3 times, and then it's like a ghost comes out in front of the mirror.
It's like those, you know, those things
Yeah.
where you dare each other to do.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not. Is that the weirdest thing you've done?
Yeah, that's the weirdest thing I've done. It's like
Maybe he
it was
just
pretty
doesn't-
freaky.
Maybe he just
Like
doesn't.
nothing happened, but I was like, it was pretty freaky at the time. I was in high school, dude.
Oh,
That's,
I'm really glad I didn't get that question.
oh, yeah. Mine would have been so different.
I know.
Mine's like not PG.
Yeah, mine is not PG.
Mine's rated R.
I would probably have to eat that.
Yeah.
All right, Giselle.
17.
17. All right. So, when's the last time you were flat out rejected, and how did you handle it?
Oh,
Oh man.
Flat out rejected.
Yeah.
Flat out rejected. Does it have to be romantic wise, or just like
Or it could be
Yeah.
anything. Or it could be romantic, or
flat out? Oh my gosh, I need time to think about this.
is it not romantic, or do you mean like career wise?
it could be anything. Like it just said flat out rejected. So you can, if you want to spicy it,
Yeah, I think
spice it up.
romantic.
Romantic.
Oh my gosh, this story is so weird. I don't want to share it. Actually, can I?
Oh, she's gonna eat it. Okay, so if you don't answer the question, you gotta eat
Wait, let
a
me
Thai
think.
red chili pepper.
I'm sorry for taking up the time.
No, take your time.
Okay.
You know it's spicy.
Oh, that's spicy. She's thinking
It's really
hard.
embarrassing. It's just really embarrassing for me. Okay, so I went on this Tinder date, and I really I thought we really liked each other, and I'm like, oh, cool. And then I was asking him like, oh, so like, are you interested in like a serious relationship, or are you just? He's like, oh no, I'm not interested in serious relationship. And I'm also asking him. He kind of said, oh, I don't remember what made me ask this question, but I kind of asked like, is there anything like I did to turn you off?
Oh, Oh, that's very getting feedback. That's smart.
Yeah. And the oh my god, this is so embarrassing. When he was like, it was like summer. When he hugged me, like he felt like my sweat under my armpit, and it's like it's really turned him off. And he's like, I don't like that at all, and I don't really like this, and that's like a kind of like a deal breaker or something. So it's like,
You sweat on this poor man.
He felt some wetness.
and like here, so it's like I didn't like that, and it's like it really turned me off.
Wait, that's not even your armpit. That's just like right under your elbow.
No, like here, like
the arm.
he didn't touch my armpit
Yeah.
exactly, but like I think when he grabbed my like here, and I was wearing like a short
Oh,
thing,
yeah,
so this
yeah.
is like my arms were bare, so he was grabbing, so I think he felt like sweat or something. So that just turned me off, and I was like, oh shit, that's
Bro,
so...
this guy's missing out. Man, he doesn't know what's good.
Good riddance.
Yeah, and he was like, no, I don't like this, and that's
Oh my
it.
goodness.
Sounds like a guy that does not know what is basic human biology.
Yeah.
No, that was so awkward.
Oh wow.
Wow, good riddance. And that was recent.
That was yesterday, right?
Before I came on this one.
Okay.
All right, 2.
2, Angus.
Yeah, I
number
picked 2.
2.
All right. Oh, is it bad? Oh my god. Yo, I don't think I want to eat another
Giselle,
one.
would you please read out number 2 for me, please?
Of the people in this room, who do you most want to make out with?
Yo. To make it okay, since we're so close friends, like I'll probably do Ricky, man. Yeah.
Thank you.
Like I think
Why not? We have a girl here.
I know, but I don't want to make her uncomfortable, you know.
Okay.
And we got history.
We do have history.
We have history.
We've seen each other a lot.
I actually thought about it, I'm like, maybe I should do Derek. And then later I thought Derek, I'm like, Derek's is logical, man. He's gonna be like, no, I like it this way.
I don't think he'd be a good kiss, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't know. And Ricky. Oh, Ricky.
Thanks.
He's more fun.
Sorry, Aaron, you weren't on this podcast.
Yeah.
Wait, wait.
And then
is it
mine.
just you
No,
or-
no.
Okay, what's yours?
I'm gonna pick number 17. Did we do 17 already?
Yeah,
That
we
was
did.
mine.
Oh crap. Oh sorry. Okay. 3.
3.
Oh.
All right. What's the first thing you do if you woke up one day and you were the opposite sex?
Oh, so easy.
So easy. Oh, don't even eat
So
the
easy. No pepper needed.
Just
no
go find-
pepper.
Yeah, I would give myself a quick couple of squeezes
Squeeze?
just to see if it was real. You know,
Interesting.
Like you wake up, you're in like a daze. You're in like stupor.
You start touching yourself.
Start touching
so
yourself. You gotta explore, right? You gotta see. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Just the boobs.
Well.
All over.
To start there.
Yeah. I would start with the boobs.
And you want to
first.
experience what's the orgasm on the opposite.
Whoa! I didn't think that far.
Oh shoot.
You
Okay.
know what? I think if I woke up as the opposite sex one day, would it be? Oh, fuck! I'm gonna get canceled. Would it be gay to like?
Kiss yourself?
No, to like.
Oh wait. You go for a
To
guy?
make
Yeah.
out with.
To go for a guy?
I don't think so. Would it?
Oh, fuck, I'm gonna cut this part out.
That's a good question. Would it be gay?
Oh my
if
God.
you I don't know.
The label doesn't matter. If you want to go for it, go for it. Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like if it makes you happy, you know,
Yeah.
you should go
Yeah.
for it. If it
Don't
makes you
worry
feel
about
good.
the labels.
Right.
If you're just, let's say you want to experiment, you want to try it out, you'll go try it out and you just come back and you tell me how you feel about it.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that.
And then later you wouldn't tell me, I'm like, oh really?
I'll tell you in 3 adjectives.
Perfect. You might convince me too.
Oh my god.
Oh wow. Okay, okay.
All right,
I
no,
guess
no peppers.
no
today.
pepper today. We share a little bit of our dirty secrets here. But we're pretty much gonna call that well,
Yeah.
yeah, far there.
And I'm curious about our viewers if you've ever dated somebody that had a bigger height difference.
Yeah.
If you dated somebody of the opposite gender that was higher or taller than you,
Mm-hmm.
let us know in the comments and what your boundaries would be.
Yeah. And it's all about the confidence. Short kings.
For Kings Rise
Have
Up.
that big confidence, get those tall girls. So yeah, You can follow us on YouTube. Everything's on Linktree. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see everyone on the next one. Bye.
Bye.